This is Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
And we are back in the great city of Sanger, home of the Apaches, and tonight, home of a big matchup, the Bullard High Knights against the Apaches of Sanger on Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Your pregame show is delivered by HR Mobile. Call HR Mobile Services for all your human resource needs. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to this broadcast. Glad you could join us tonight. Let's talk about the matchup first off. Two teams in the CMAC. One loss separates them in the standings. You know it's important.
Right. It's always big when these two teams play, especially when we get to come to Sanger and Tom Flores Stadium. But not just a big event, a lot at stake. Bullard 2-1, Sanger 3-0, both vying for that CMAC title, and this is big when it comes down to playoff seasons at the end of the year.
Always looking for players to make plays. Your impact guys tonight.
Yeah, if we start on the Bullard side of the football tonight, we got to start with the sophomore quarterback, Josh Madrigal. We've seen a lot of RPO offenses. It relies on the quarterback to make good decisions with the football. Tonight will be no different for number 12. If we flip over to the defensive side of the ball, number 19, Lamar Mitchell. We'll see him at wide receiver. We'll see him as a defensive back, very physical, coming out of the secondary, and very explosive with the ball in his hands.
How about the other side, talking about Sanger, 3-0 in league play and trying to keep the roll going?
Yeah. Everybody knows Jalen Cropper, the former Sanger Apache. Well, his younger brother, Marquise Cropper, is a guy to highlight tonight. Same type of an athlete, silky smooth, explosive with the ball in his hands. Sanger is going to get him the football in a lot of different ways. Can have a big game tonight. If we flip over to the defensive side of the ball, number 24, Jameer Galloway, also going to see him running the football. He is a really physical runner of the ball. Also probably the most physical member of that Sanger defense. You're going to be calling number 24's name a lot tonight, Ralph.
Yeah, and I can't help but think this is going to be an emotional game tonight. What are some of your keys?
Yes, senior night, it's always emotional when it's senior night, but if you look at the keys to the game, sponsored by Iron Key Real Estate Unlocked. Bullard, they have to tame Tom. They haven't won here since 2014. These players were in elementary school the last time Bullard came here and walked away with a win, so they have to tame Tom Flores Stadium for the Sanger Apaches. Flaunt Flores. This is an intimidating, hostile environment. Make these Bullard Knights feel that from the opening snap tonight.
This is going to be fun. It's Sanger. It's Bullard. What else do you need to know, right?
That's right.
You got to stick around for this one. The opening kickoff is coming up.
Athletic director for Bullard High is trying to bring your program activities director to Cole Weiss. And for Sanger, superintendent of Sanger Year Prime is Adela Jones. Principal of Sanger High, Texas Coronado, deputy principal, Marcus Wallace. Athletic director Brian Taylor, and activities director, Mr. Ronald Scott. Our chain game tonight is Kevin.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Here's a look at the officials tonight. The referee is Adrian Lee. The umpire is Kyle Jew. Head linesman is Mike Marina. Line judge is Elijah Washington. The back judge, Omar Musleh. Sanger won the coin toss and deferred. So the Apaches will kick off to get this one started. And we'll get to see the Bullard offense first.
Fresno State won the toss on Saturday, and they actually took the football to start the game. They went 3 and out, but they took the football to start the game. Very rare in today's football.
Yeah, are things changing? It's been a trend. Air quality report sponsored by Dr. Budiga. The AQI is 85. That's moderate. We're here to help.
Back there tonight, Omar Musleh. Be kind to him.
I'm looking forward to this because you know that Bullard's going to be fired up.
Yeah.
After losing 56-0. I imagine that head coach Don Arax had some stuff he needed to take care of this week. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah. It always kind of shocks your system kind of back into focus, and especially with a coach like Don Arax, who's been doing it for so long and has had so much success at Bullard.
Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. Bullard Knights are on the field, still waiting for Sanger.
You come to a hostile environment, it just a little bit more exciting. You know the crowd's gonna hate you. You love that as a player playing on the road. And Bullard shut out last week. This is a huge game. So many implications in the CMAC for playoff standings, and those Bullard Knights will be ready to rock tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game. It's going to be an emotional game. A lot on the line, really, for both teams. One team wants to keep that upward track going and the perfect record because big game coming up for Sanger next week. Look ahead to that one. Got to take care of this one first. You get San Joaquin Memorial next. And Memorial, as you said, just came off a 56-0 win over Bullard. So a lot of moving parts and stuff still to be determined. Although, man, this is week 10. Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is. It's just a lot at stake. I mean, these are the types of games that you like to see late October, early November. Playoff seedings at stake, league titles at stake. This two programs who pride themselves on playing a physical brand of football. So, going to see some hats flying around tonight.
Bullard to receive. Take a look at the red-clad fans. Or Sanger across the way. Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller.
It is Military Appreciation Night. It is First Responders Night. It is Senior Night. This is Friday night. Let's get it on! Let's go!
Kevin gets some height too.
He does.
Every week.
Tristan Conway is going to kick off for Sanger.
Tristan Conway, number 80, will have the honor for the kickoff tonight for the last home game in Top High Stadium this season.
And this one is underway. Taken to the 22, across the 30, 35, out to the 40. That's Christian Torres with a nice return and good field position for Bullard to start.
Bullard takes over first and 10. Kind of outcome. Back to number 6, Victor Saw.
Great field position to start. Your offense is starting at your 40-yard line. Your sophomore quarterback isn't backed up in his own territory. Good job by Torres catching that kind of pooch kick and picking up a nice chunk to set up his offense in a good spot.
We should also talk about the guy who's not playing tonight, Kyle Hughes for Bullard.
Big loss for them. Yeah, we'll talk about him. He's a two-way weapon defensively, catching the ball on offense, a guy that Bullard is going to miss.
Matthew in motion, turns and hands off. It's going to be a loss. Loss of about 3. Devon Laney was the ball carrier.
Sanger with an outside linebacker. Jacob Gonzalez lined up right around the line of scrimmage. Sees that motion coming into crack and just flies in the backfield, able to get a nice tackle for loss on first down.
Yeah, lost of 2, so it's 2nd and 12. Comes the pitch and another big defensive play in the backfield by the same guy, Gonzalez. Does he have the playbook?
Just triggering it right off the edge, lining up just outside the tackle box on the snap. He's just getting penetration. Nobody has been able to block him from that Bullard offense. Nice job once again. Getting penetration, hitting the ball carrier, and another tackle for loss on 2nd down.
Got an injured player for Bullard down as well. Jacob Gonzalez, a senior, listed at 5'8", 160 pounds. But he's been unstoppable. 2 plays for Bullard and -8 yards.
All right, let's keep it up to number 6. Okay.
Financial Wellness Tip sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Get more, be more with Golden One Credit Union. All Californians can join at goldenone.com. Kevin has more on that.
Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union, and it's all about the power of paying yourself first. Always aim to put at least 10 to 20% of any income, birthday money, or holiday gift immediately into a savings account. Use the rest of your income to budget for any expenses like gas or lunch money, but always make sure to put yourself first. Talk to your parents about spending and opening a savings and checking account to keep your finances separate and insured. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Pass completed out to the 44-yard line. Going to be about 6 yards short of a first down. It'll be 4th down for Bullard.
Yeah, nice toss by Madrigal, just over that cover 2 corner who's sitting in the flats and right in front of that cover 2 safety driving downhill. Nice chunk on 3rd and long, and looks like Bullard's keeping the offense out on the field in their own territory.
Eddie Torres made the catch on that last play. It's 4th and 6. Madrigal being chased. Going to have to unload it. Passes here to the near side and incomplete. Again, Gonzalez, the defender on the play. There is a flag on the field, and it's going to be roughing the passer.
Wow.
And that's going to result in a first down for Bullard.
Yeah, I mean, well defensed by Sanger again. They recognize that offset back, so they expected Madrigal to get outside the pocket. Really nice defensive play that time by Areola, but you know, number one goal, that referee in the back, protect the quarterback when he's a defenseless player throwing the football. Late hit, automatic first down for Bullard.
It's a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Ball's at the 41. Madrigal with the handoff. Tyrese Hayward is a load when he gets out there, isn't he?
And I tell you what, guys are bouncing off him. Just a little dive. They pull the backside guard to pick up an extra blocker at the point of attack. But, man, Tyrese Hayward, when he gets ahead of steam, look out, because he is hard to bring down with just one guy.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Give it to him again, but not that time. He's going to lose 2. And I know Gonzalez was in there again. He wasn't the only one, but watch the defense.
Yeah, once again, Jacob Gonzalez just coming off the edge, this time completely unblocked. Bullard trying to run away to the weak side, and Gonzalez just chases it down, hits Hayward in the backfield for another tackle for loss. 3rd one in 5 plays.
3 already.
Bullard defense, very nicely done.
3rd and 4. And whistle's going to stop this play.
Start on the offense. 5-yard penalty remains, third down.
Again, our referee tonight, Adrian Lee, with the call. And that makes it a much more difficult third down play, 3rd and 10.
I think we might have gotten that defense lined up and ready to rock from a Fresno State Bulldog. Did a nice job sending extra pressure to disrupt that Bullard rushing attack so far early in the game.
Make it 3rd and 9. Madrigal will throw. Now he's going to run. Makes a couple of moves, and he's taken down at the 40-yard line. That time, in on the tackle was Connor Bolkin.
Nice tackle by Connor Bolton in the open field. Madrigal, tons of space.
One man to beat, but he couldn't beat him.
Nice open field tackle, but Sanger, they're sending extra guys. They're playing man on the perimeter. Look at this tackle. Nice roll tackle in the open field, just like you're taught. Grab those legs, roll, get that ball carrier down. Sanger playing man defense, sending guys, making it tough on that Bullard offense.
Knight's going for it.
Stay in the pocket.
4th and 9.
Little quick kick punt.
That's what it looks like. Quarterback's going to kick it away. Bounces just past the 15, and it'll be deadened right there at about the 16-yard line. 6:41 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless. We're going to see Sanger's offense when we come back. Welcome back to Tom Flores Stadium. 0-0 Sanger about to get the football. Welcoming you into the press box on the booth cam. Sponsored by Institute of Technology, where careers begin. And now let's see what's going to begin for the offense of Sanger.
Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back. Good to have you
good
back.
To be back, and I want to thank Matt Norville for the excellent job he did filling in for me that week. And he's a very talented young sportscaster. We're going to hear see a lot of him on CW59 in the coming weeks ahead. Sanger, we're interested mostly right now in Cropper, because his brother has been so sensational here in Fresno State.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if they can get the ball to him in a variety of ways.
Yeah, Cropper, number 8, Bryson Baker, too. Another really, really good athlete that just is dangerous with the ball in his hands.
This is the pitch to Gonzalez, who's been tackling guys like crazy on the defensive side. Now he's going to go to offense and carry the ball out close to a first down.
A good job by Gonzalez getting the edge that time. Little quick toss. Put some blockers out in front. Nice pickup on second down to set up a 3rd and short.
Gonzalez has had a game already, and we're not even finished with the first quarter.
Not even close. Halfway through the first quarter, 3 tackles for loss, and carry for about 9 yards. Nice start to the game for Gonzalez.
Give it to the first man through, and the pile is moving. I think he got to the stick where he needed to get before being pushed back.
Yeah, going to be tough to stop Jameer Galloway for a loss tonight. 3rd and short. Nice job just sticking his nose in there, keeping those legs pumping, and picking up a first down to keep the Sanger offense on the field.
It's a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR, 48 months on all new Subaru models. Boy, again on the ground, and again some tough yards in there. That time that's Marshall Pittman.
Yeah, we know Matt Lowe former Selma coach back here at Sanger where he was an assistant. A lot of wing tee principles in his offense, so he's going to put a lot of bodies around the ball, right around the line of scrimmage. He's going to move guys. He's going to pull some guards. He's just going to try to create a little bit of space for his running backs. But he wants this to be a grinded out type of a football game. This is exactly how Sanger wants to operate this offense, second and third and short.
Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59.
There we go.
Correction, it's first down.
First down by the penalty.
Got some magic back after the game. I love it.
None of that scary stuff, right?
That's right.
All right, it's another 1st and 10 sponsored by Lithia Subaru, and they're coming this way with the handoff, and here comes a penalty flag. Bryson Baker, the ball carrier, but it's going to be a holding against Sanger.
Yeah, just kind of right in the open field. Grab a little bit too much cloth.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
A good run, too. We were just talking about Matt Logue, moving guys around, sending guys in motion, pulling guys, getting them out in front of ball carriers that time. A really nice job to get some blockers in front of Bryson Baker. Would have been a first down on Bullard's side of the football field, but just can't hold when those defenders get away from you outside of your frame. Have to let them go. Sanger caught on holding, called for a holding on first down.
Devin Salcedo, the quarterback, tosses to the far side. Pass is caught across the 45. Our first look at Cropper.
Yeah, just an out pass. We're running the ball, but if you're going to play off of Cropper, we're going to get it out quick, and we're going to let him go to work. Nice job making a couple guys miss, getting that little dead leg, and then getting down to avoid taking a big hit. Nice pickup on 1st and 15.
Trotting off the field is Ashton Tapia, who apparently had nothing more than a cramp. The officials started waving both teams to the sidelines because he thought it was something more serious, and then fortunately it was not. Second and 3 on the handoff. Big strides by Baker, taken out near the 40. They'll spot it at the 41.
Yeah, he's a really nice looking athlete. That time lined up in the backfield. Handed off with a big blocker in front. Does a nice job getting vertical quickly.
Has such long strides. You wouldn't think he could get over his skis like that, but he kind of did.
Yeah, very smooth, long athlete.
This is Gonzalez down inside the 30. He's going to have another 1st and 10. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR, 48 months on all new 2022 and 23 Subaru models.
Gash in this offense right now. Sanger pulling guys around and getting blockers in front of the ball carriers. I mean, huge hole for Gonzalez. A couple of blockers up front. Great start offensively to this football game. This is exactly how Sanger wants to play.
On the ground again, the left side, a big hole. There goes Baker down inside the 10 to about the 9. And the Apaches are in the Toyota red zone. With another 1st and 10 sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
And they are rolling right now. That time Baker again lined up in the backfield. Has a lead blocker out in front to kick Torres out, so that force player, kick him out, create some space. Baker puts that foot in the ground and gets vertical, makes a couple guys miss, and they're inside the 10.
Gonzalez trying to get to the corner. Now he cuts it in. End zone touchdown. Gonzalez with the first score of the game.
like 3 tackles for loss on defense the first drive and a couple of first downs, and then a 9-yard touchdown for Jacob Gonzalez. What a start to the game for number 2. What a start to the game for this Sanger offense. Well executed drive, a variety of different players touching the football. Well executed. They were locked in the first time that offense touched the ball.
Another injured player on the field, and we'll take another look. Touchdown brought to you by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Pulling some guys, getting the ball to Jacob Gonzalez. He has a head of steam, moving, trying to get the edge and get around that Bullard defense, and just picks his way through a lot of space for him to run that ball. Very nice job. Just a well-executed drive. Sanger, excellent plan against this Bullard defense, and was very well executed.
Looks like number 44 for that team. 80 player.
Player shaken up is able to walk off the field under his own power. That's a good sign. During the fourth quarter, find out who's our player of the game. It's sponsored by Donald P. Dick.
Have an early leader.
Yeah, we got that wrapped up for the first
10
quarter.
minutes into the first quarter, yeah, early leader.
Jameer Galloway on for the extra point. And he booms it through. An impressive drive by the Sanger Apaches, right down the field, and mostly running the ball.
Yeah, just that one really now pass, almost automatic pass, run called, but if you're going to play off Cropper, I'm going to get him the ball quick and let him go to work. Otherwise, nothing but runs, 84-yard drive, taking up about 4 minutes of the clock. We know what Matt Logue likes to do, put those bodies around the line of scrimmage, force you to play disciplined defensive football. That time, Sanger doing a really nice job of moving guys around at the point of attack and giving space for their ball carriers to take advantage of.
Apache's getting ready to kick off now. To tell you, closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC, Finger Lickin' Good. Another short kick taken inside the 20, and some room to return out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Benjamin Nambendith on the return. Send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
All right, thanks, Ralph. Next Friday, 700 sixth grade students from 11 elementary schools here in Sanger are going to converge on Sanger High School to participate in the Sanger Pledge Rally. And it's a 2-part pledge. I'm here with senior ASB president, baller shot caller, Caleb. Caleb, what's the pledge on behalf of Sanger High School?
Yeah, sure. The pledge on behalf of Sanger High School and our admin and our Unified School District is that our school and our district plans to pledge to the sixth grade students that when they get into high school, they'll prepare them with the highest level of academics and easy transition to get into college and graduate high school.
Getting them ready for sure. And Simone, ASB vice president, what's the pledge on behalf of the students, the sixth grade students?
The sixth grade students will be pledging to attend school every single day, maintain a 2.7 GPA, and make great choices around campus, at home, and when they're not in the Sanger Unified School District. And we make sure to have multiple college visitations for them.
Fantastic. So it's a contract, if you will, and we are in the midst of trailblazers. Back in the day when they were sixth graders, they were the first class to make this pledge. So Caleb, share with us, what was your journey, your pathway, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
Yeah, so like I said before, they offer the highest level of education. So when they transition, once these 7th and 8th graders transition into high school, As long as they follow the rules of the pledge, they're offered CTE classes, career technical education, which then offers them pathways and what they want to go into past life. So me and Simone here are currently in the engineering pathway, because that's what we want to do when we get older, and that's just helping us transition into college smoother.
Indeed. Engineers and future plans, Simone?
With the opportunities that Sanger has given me after signing the pledge in my 6th grade year, I've joined the engineering pathway that has driven my love for engineering, and I hope to become an architecture.
Right, and architects, football players, touchdowns, the pledge is real. Sanger High School committed to their students. Ralph Cam, back to you.
All right, and Mr. Cropper has made his presence felt. He slipped and fell in coverage there, unfortunately, and it was a wide open touchdown for the Knights.
Nice design from Bullard. They send this lone running back into motion to the strong side, so a 4-man side. Blake Matthews, a single receiver back to the other side, one-on-one with Cropper, runs a post. Cropper loses his footing, and a dime dropped by Josh Madrigal for 6.
And coming in to block the extra point, Jaden Chantles-Langsby.
Nice response to give up a big play, still fight for that 1 point, not allowing an extra point. Nice job finishing that drive for that Sanger defense after giving up a big long touchdown. Shows a lot of fight, that defense.
So Chantles-Langsby got the, or Langsy. Chantles-Langsby came in for the block. Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Yeah, just a post, single coverage. Nice job by Bullard. There were 4 receivers to the other side of the football field, so that post safety who's responsible for giving Cropper help was cheating over to that strong side of the field. We'll see him coming out late right here, a little bit late coming out of that post, and Bullard taking advantage for 6.
So now the Knights on the board, but down by 1, 7-6, and kicking off. Preston Clark with the kick. Baker at the 10-yard line to the near sideline. Finally gang tackled as he reaches nearly the 40-yard line.
Nice return by Baker, is a very smooth sophomore athlete.
Coming up, it's your Xfinity halftime show.
Nice starting field position for this Sanger offense. You know what they want to do, just like they did on that first drive. Extra blockers at the point of attack, pull some bodies around, get out in front to block for their ball carriers. Very well executed on that first drive. We'll see what Bullard's answer is on the second drive defensively.
That's a good option. Give it to Gonzalez. Takes it out to midfield. And it's going to be another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR for 48 months on all new 2022 and 23 Subaru models.
Nice run on first down, and Sanger's doing a nice job. They're not giving the same look to this Bullard defense every time, even if they're executing the same play. That time, a quick toss with some pullers out in front, but the weak side of the offensive line is going in the other direction. So if you're a linebacker playing on this Bullard defense and you're reading the guard in front of you, he's giving you the wrong information, so you're actually taking yourself out of the play. Really nice job from the Sanger offense early of mixing up the looks with those 5 offensive linemen and those extra blockers they have around the line of scrimmage to give Bullard a confusing look defensively. And we see just a ton of space right now for these ball carriers running the ball for the Sanger offense.
Bullard calling that timeout with just 23 seconds left in the quarter. And head coach Don Arax walked out past the numbers just to emphasize his point. Gonzalez showing some speed and power. Into Bullard territory, about the 42.
Nice job, too, mixing it up. They're running inside the tackle. They're attacking the perimeter of that Bullard defense. Sanger offense is looking really, really nice early in this football game.
Sanger lets the clock run out here in the first quarter with a slim 1-point lead. First quarter has been sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. The fun first quarter. Gonzalez with the first touchdown. And then the bomb. Matthew hauling it in. And it's a 7-6 game. We'll be back for quarter number 2 after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. The second quarter is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Very entertaining first quarter. 1-point game, 7-6. Sanger with the lead. And now starting the second quarter with a football from the 42 of Bullard.
Really no answers for Bullard defensively so far against this Sanger rushing attack.
On second and short. The handoff goes to Connor Bolkin. Carries it down to about the 36. That's going to be good for another 1st and 10. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR, 48 months on all new Subaru models.
A variety of ball carriers, too. Not just one guy that Sanger has to rely on. 4 or 5 guys who are going to carry the football tonight. That time again, pulling some guys, getting out in front of the ball carrier, doing a nice job of getting movement at the point of attack. Nice cutback to move the sticks.
Gonzalez cuts it back inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line, maybe the 27. That's going to move the sticks again. Another first down, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Same game plan as the first quarter, just handing it off and running it right down the field.
Yeah, just moving guys around, giving Bullard some different looks.
Baker inside the 25, maybe the 23.
Better job from Bullard that time. The edge defenders, the guys responsible for turning the ball back inside. First time tonight, they really attacked those blockers physically and kind of stifled the room for Baker to run that football. Still picked up about 6 yards, but better response from the edge defenders from Bullard defensively.
Gonzalez breaks a tackle in the backfield, then lays a hit and pushes forward to the 25.
Man, ran counter that time, so movement the other way, hand the ball back to Gonzalez on the inside. So penetration almost stopped that in the backfield, but man, Jacob Gonzalez running hard through the middle of that Bullard defense and moving the sticks again for the Sanger offense. Man, what a start to the game for number 2.
Christian Torres stopped him, but he had no choice. Was right there. Galloway pushing the pile forward to about the 12. Student athlete health tip sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Send it to Kevin.
This student athlete health tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Find good role models, whether it is a coach, another student, your siblings, or your parents. Have a good role model to help guide you through life's troubles. And you can have more than one, as not one person knows how to do everything. Have a group of people to look up to, and one day someone will be able to look up to you. Ralph Cam looking up for that score, and back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. I think Kevin's been doing spots for 2 of the touchdowns tonight, including that one by Baker, who had an opening and left no doubt when he got near the goal line.
Perfect timing, yeah, once again, attacking the perimeter of that Bullard defense. I just gave that Bullard defense props about how they were able to turn that ball back inside, not give up space for the ball carrier. Not that time. Baker hits the edge and puts that foot in the ground and gets directly upfield, launches himself into the end zone for another Sanger score. But Bullard's going to have to do some real coaching up on the sideline, because right now this Sanger offense has just had their way doing whatever they want to do on the ground. Another well-executed drive to put 7 points on the board.
And the touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. We'll take another look. The part where he vaults over the line is the part that I like. And here's another look.
Yeah, we see this right down here. We'll get some blocks on the edge, some pullers coming around to create some space for Baker, and nice job sealing. Baker bouncing with the football, and once he gets some space, launches himself into the end zone. That's how you put 6 points on the board. Sanger.
So Baker with the 11-yard touchdown run gives the Apaches a 14-6 lead with 8:57 to go here in the second quarter.
Bryson Baker is a name that we will hear a lot of over the next 3 years. Just a sophomore, big-time athlete, a physical kid. Even though he's just a sophomore, we will continue to see him make plays for the next 3 years. It's an exciting young sophomore for the Sanger Apaches team.
Another short kickoff taken at the 20, out across the 35 for Bullard. Fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube and search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo.
Last time Bullard had the ball, a 6-7-yard touchdown pass, one-on-one coverage, overloading one side, creating a single matchup on the other side. We'll see if that's something that they go back to on this drive.
Started off looking a little better than it ended. Laney taken down for a loss. I'm almost as impressed with the defense from Sanger as the offense.
Yeah, just very physical at the point of attack. And we talked about it pregame. And Matt Logue, we know the type of football that he wants to play, how his offense wants to operate. We know how Nico Mata, former Fresno State Bulldog, coaches this defense. And they have came to play tonight on both sides of the football.
If you're a regular viewer, you know where we find Doug every week. He's up in the H&E scissor lift, giving us our aerial footage. Our thanks to H&E Equipment for their help with our equipment rentals for our FNR games. H&E Equipment Services, where there's stop, we continue. Time on the field, 8:07 to go here in the second quarter. 14-6, Sanger with the lead over Bullard. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. 8:07 to go in the second quarter. 14-6. Sanger with the lead over Bullard. The Knights with the football. 2nd and 15. Vandergaal's pass to the far side is complete. Going down to make that catch is Matthew.
Nice job by Madrigal. Cropper playing off coverage, second and long. You want to pick up a nice chunk to give yourself a more manageable third down. Delivers that one on time. Sets up 3rd and 9 for Bullard.
Madrigal's going to throw, and then he takes off and nowhere to go, so he throws it incomplete. The receiver wanted a flag. Matthew's not going to get it. MD Manuel Insurance wants to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us each and every day. It's our salute to troops. Sponsored by MD Manuel.
Lucky that one didn't get picked off. Madrigal escapes the pocket, tries to get outside, and throws one really late. Cropper was really in better position than Matthew to catch that one. Nice job knocking that one away and getting a stop for that Sanger defense.
So the Knights will punt it away on 4th and long. Snap is botched and going to be stopped, dropped right there. Wow, nothing going right for Bullard right now.
No, not at all. And it looked like a good snap. It looked like the punter just mishandled that ball. Going to make that kick, Hayden Walder just never secured the football. Nice job, Abe. That ball's on the ground as a punt block unit. You can go attack that punter. Sanger does exactly that, knocks that ball away and recovers on the Bullard 22-yard line.
It's Elijah Hubbard who recovered that ball. And the Apache's going to go right back to work. Deep pass down the far sideline, going up and making that catch is Baker inside the 5. Wow.
Yeah, a little double move that time. Single coverage on the perimeter.
Like the throw by Salcedo.
Yeah,
gets
nice.
him into the Toyota red zone.
Right, nice job by Salcedo. Just putting some air under the ball, letting his athlete go, make a play. Little bit of
shove.
A push off, but not enough. He was in good position. Not enough of a push off to get that offensive pass interference called. 1st and goal for this Sanger offense.
Gonzalez, his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Jacob Gonzalez just continuing to play at a high level. Started the game with a couple tackles for loss. 2 rushing touchdowns already in this first half. But once again, it's just Sanger putting more bodies at the point of attack than Bullard has defenders. Gonzalez walks into the end zone, kind of hops into the end zone, punishes a guy on his way there, but another well-executed play. One of many in the first half for this Sanger offense.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. Star of the game so far.
No doubt.
2 touchdowns, several tackles for loss. Jacob Gonzalez. Send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
I am here with the Bullard Knight cheerleaders! Oh, they're ready. They believe. What is good about being a Knight?
We love being Knights because of all the memories that we've made and how supportive it's been along the way.
Yeah, let's go, cheerleaders! And of course, what's good about being a Knight?
We are Bullard Knights and we are building champions.
The champions, they're ready to roll, finish out the half, and win this game. Ralph Camp, back to you. Woo! Woo! Go! Team, go! Yeah!
Thank you, Kevin. 2 touchdowns within 2 minutes and 10 seconds. This one has Sanger up 21-6. Matthew on the return out across the 25, and that's where the Knights will get their offense back out on the field and try and establish something.
Yeah, one thing you really can't do playing a team and just executing at the level that Sanger's executing offensively is give them extra possessions in your side of the field. Huge turnover for Bullard. Sanger cashes it right in for 6, and now Bullard's got to make something happen offensively.
Well, and delay of game, so it's going to cost another 5 yards. Time for a look at the Smile Cam, brought to you by Toyota. Smile and Cheer Cam.
Yeah, Smile and Cheer Cam. Happy Cam. Good smiles all the way around. Well done.
Smile Cam, brought to you by Toyota. 1st and 15 for the Knights. Madrigal passing to the near side. Caught by Nehemiah Taylor at the 30.
Well executed, ball thrown right on time, right as Taylor was coming out of his break. Hits him right in the chest. Nice pickup on 1st down after that delay of game penalty. Sanger's going to play off with their corners all night long, especially in this area of the field. That's a pass that Bullard can hit pretty much at will.
Madrigal with a deep drop. Now he's going to run off the right side across the 35, pushes ahead out close to the 40, and that should be good enough for another 1st down. 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR, 48 months on all new Subaru models.
Madrigal, really good athlete. When he decides to tuck the ball, he gets going quickly. Nice job that time. Nobody open down the field, was waiting for a double route from Matthew to develop. Didn't develop, so took off and picked up a 1st down. Took a little shot at the end of that one, but good job to move the sticks.
Financial Wellness Tip sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Get more, be more with Golden One Credit Union. All Californians can join at goldenone.com. Kevin.
Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. Creating and maintaining healthy financial habits can be hard, but automating them can help. Take the first step by setting up direct deposit or automatic transfer to your savings account. Next, set the transfer amount to what you know you can afford so you don't find yourself transferring it out later. Out of sight, out of mind can help your savings account grow. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Ralph and Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. 2nd down and 9 for Bullard here. Approaching 5 minutes to go before halftime. Madrigal can't find anybody open. He's going to be dragged down as he gets across the 40. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller, Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59. Third and 8 now.
Nice call by Sanger, sending some pressure, playing man coverage on the perimeter. It's tough to get space. There's some good athletes on the perimeter for Sanger defensively, sending extra bodies. Bullard having a tough time. When Sanger sends pressure, Madrigal, good job just avoiding a sack on that 2nd down.
Timeout called by the Apaches. During the 4th quarter, you can find out who is our player of the game. It's sponsored by Donald P. Dick.
For the band seniors, you can make your way now to the bandwidth stand.
Not going to give that away, but one guy's had a good game so far. So,
more than a half to play. You never know, right?
Very true.
Just over 4 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Bullard coach is doing some coaching out there on the sideline. I went to the Rams game Sunday, and their offensive line has so many problems.
Right.
That during a timeout, there was I guess it was one of their injured linemen in street clothes, down there helping two other guys with their form, their pass blocking form, you know. Get back and get ready to... That's
not a good sign.
No, they've had some difficulty. Welcome back to those of you who lost our signal for a while. We understand that we're back now, and glad that you're with us. And it's been a good night for Sanger so far. See if Bullard can get something going. Screen by Magnol, and it's picked off, going back the other way. Galloway, he got the ball. Madrigal got him with a touchdown saving tackle. Wow.
Yeah, it was. Bullard trying to set up that middle screen to the running back. Galloway not fooled in any way, shape, or form. Eyes on the back. Madrigal gets a little bit of pressure, just tosses that one a little bit too high, and nice job by Galloway. Got to make the quarterback miss, though. Take that one to the house. Touting you as a running back, and the quarterback tackles you. Should have been a pick six, but once again, you cannot turn the ball over and give an offense extra possessions, especially in plus territory. Second time in a row, Bullard turns it over. Sanger right outside the red zone to start this drive once again.
Getting a gift right here, another one. The last possession, it was a fumble by the punter. Trying the far side this time, that's Bolkin. Stopped after maybe gain of a yard.
Nice
I'd say no gain. They're going to zip right at the 25. They're going to keep it there.
Nice job by Bullard. Running that one down from inside out, stringing it out, pushing it to the sideline, not giving Bolkin a crease to get vertical and pick up positive yardage. Well defended.
Coming up, it's your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educator Spotlight. We'll swing out to Baker. Under 3.5 minutes to go.
Baker makes the catch. He's knocked out of bounds, started at 24.
Gain about 4 to the 21.
Yeah, get it out quickly. Nice job by Eddie Torres making the tackle on the sideline that time. Probably 4 down territory if you're Sanger. You're up 21-6. Feel like you can pick up 7 yards with 2 plays if you need to. So expect some power football right here from Sanger.
Going to throw now. Tuckson's going to run to the 20. Needs to get to the 15 for the first down. Going to be about a yard short. Salcedo on the run. It'll be 4th down.
No power football on that 3rd down. Trying to throw a pass, some routes into the end zone, but nice job by Salcedo. Everybody covered. Tuck it, pick up some positive yardage on 3rd down. 4th and short. For the Sanger offense to stay on the football field.
4th and 1. You see where the ball is. Got to get to the 15. Try to get Bullard to jump. Instead, they'll take the timeout, will the Apaches? Under 2 minutes to go.
Try to get him to jump. They don't jump. We call timeout. Try not to leave a lot of time for this Bullard offense when they get the ball back, whether it's after this play or after Sanger puts some more points on the board. Nice job by Bullard defensively, not taking the bait, not jumping off, not giving them a free first down. But we'll see. You expect this just dive right up the middle. 11 guys at the line of scrimmage trying to push the other 11 guys for 1 yard and move the sticks and keep the Sanger offense on the field.
I imagine the box count's pretty high for this one, huh?
Box counts all the way. Maybe 2 guys outside the box. Maybe not. We've seen 11 guys at the line of scrimmage from the Sanger offense a couple of times tonight. This would be another situation where they keep all those guys right around the line of scrimmage.
Galloway's going to have the first down easily. A couple yards to spare inside the 15 down to about the 13. So it's another 1st and 10 sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR, 48 months on all new 2022 and 23 Subaru models.
Maxed out box count. To all 22 players in the box.
Right there,
Once again, another 11 men right at the line of scrimmage for Sanger Bullard. One post safety, maybe we don't count this guy way back here, but he's the only guy.
Routed in that Toyota red zone. Gonzalez looking for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Not going to get it on that play. And here comes a penalty flag. Two flags. There's one right in the middle of the field.
Remains first down.
And we have a flag on the play.
Some pink flags. Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
It's going to be a big one against Sanger.
Yeah, this is not where Sanger wants to be offensively. They want to stay in front of the sticks. They have athletes. They can get the ball out. They don't want to operate that way. They want to operate in that wing T offense, running the football physically at this Bullard defense. First down and 20.
But don't relax if you're the Bullard defense right here.
Not at all. Sanger's did a good job creating space in the run game all night long, but we'll see minute 12 left in this first half if Salcido doesn't get back in the pocket and try to throw one up.
Salcido's going to throw. Pass is complete inside the 10. Gonzalez, the receiver. Clock running.
Nice job that time. Baker runs a post, clears out the defender, and then Gonzalez comes in behind him. Almost put too much air on that one. Torres almost got back and made a play on the ball, but a nice big chunk on 1st and 20.
This time they'll run to the near side. Gonzalez cuts it inside and into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the night.
And just like that, 1st and 20, 2 plays into the end zone. Jacob Gonzalez again on the toss. Some blockers out in front. Really nice cutback. And then watch the spin move. Whoop! Making everybody miss for that Bullard defense. His 3rd touchdown of the first half.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
That's how you do it on senior night if you're a senior. 3 touchdowns in the first half, Jacob Gonzalez. Well done. 3 tackles for loss on the first drive, 3 touchdowns in the first half.
And you know what's great when you think about it? He had no idea coming to the game today that he was going to have this kind of a night.
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, you always think about it, you always dream about it, but yeah, he is having one of those games you dream about so far.
Yeah, locked in. I mean, from the first snap, coming off the edge, 2 tackles for loss in a row. I mean, just extremely focused from the very first time he was on the football field tonight and has not slowed down. And Sanger, a couple of turnovers from Bullard in the second quarter. Sanger cashed him in for 7 points and got to find something quickly. Going to have a spirited discussion in that locker room at halftime.
Conway to kick off for Sanger. He's been kicking him to the up men up to this point. That one's going to sail out of bounds. Like one of my tee shots.
Just straight.
Hooked it right out of right OB.
Left. I hooked the ball so bad one time on a course in Clayton, right outside of Concord. Right, house is right off the fairway, off the tee box, and hit some tiles on the roof and just shattered like 5, just falling down. Clink, 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 clink. Hey, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before somebody comes outside. Not good. Not ideal.
Hope that person's not watching tonight. That's what happened to my tiles.
That guy did it.
Bullard just going to be content to get out of here for halftime, down 28-6.
Regroup at halftime. Figure out what's going wrong, make some adjustments. Try to come out with some energy to start this second half. It was a tough one for that Bullard Knights team. 28-6.
Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Thanks, Ralph. Here with Coach Lowe. Coach, you're taking care of business, but of course, you're never satisfied. What are you going to talk about at half to make sure the second half goes well?
Obviously, just stay in the course. Offensively, keep doing what we're doing, pounding the ball up front, controlling the clock. You got to take care of the football in these situations and make them earn everything to try to get back in the game. Coach Arax is a great coach. They're a great program, so they're going to come back ready to fight. So we got to make sure we don't let up and think that this thing's over.
All right, go to it, Coach. Best of luck in the second half. Thanks. Ralph Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Coach. Second quarter has been sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. It's been a big first half for the Sanger Apaches in this all-important games. They try to get to 4-0 in league play. And as the coach said, they kind of control things with the running game on the ground, and they're not the ones committing the turnovers. The Apaches are certainly benefiting and capitalizing. 3 touchdowns by number 2 in red, Jacob Gonzalez. And that's been the story of the first half. 28-6, Sanger leading Bullard. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Tom Flores Stadium, where Sanger is leading Bullard 28-6. The halftime show is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. Here now to take us through halftime is Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Thank you, Ralph. Welcome to the Xfinity Halftime Report. And it is time for the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. A breakfast so good, you got to tell somebody about it. And, of course, we got to tell somebody about our Scholar Athlete from Sanger, senior Shane Stewart. Shane, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, thank you.
All right, now, I got to let you know, everybody, Shane is on the championship CMAC championship volleyball team. They had their match yesterday. Okay, and you play what position?
DS.
DS. So she communicates a lot from the back row. She communicated so much that she lost her voice. And yet she is so resilient. Of course, a Scholar Athlete will do that she wants to be a part of this time together. So we've identified volleyball, and you play another sport as well.
I play soccer too.
All right, and what position?
Goalkeeper.
Okay, and here's where I'll brag about you. Not only is she goalkeeper, but she was keeper of the year for the CMAC, and they were CMAC champs last year and Central Section champions. So we're amongst greatness here, FNR family. Not to mention a 4.478 GPA, off the charts. Amazing. And then you're also involved in a co-curricular club?
Yes, the program.
All right, so a true scholar. And then you shared with me not a moment ago about what your plans are, what you would like to study and maybe become later on.
Yeah, I would like to go to college and pursue a major in architecture.
All right, fantastic. And of course, they are about to enter playoffs, volleyball playoffs, and so we wish them all the best in Division II. All right, and after that, she's on the pitch, ready to play soccer and do her best to defend the CMAC title and the Valley Championship. Very exciting stuff. So you now become in the running for a $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of Wendy's. It sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
There you go. We want to save your voice. She's still cheering on the football team. We wish you all the best. The Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete goes to, from Sanger High School, Shane Stewart. And we will be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Shane Stewart belongs in the Knights. That's what it's done. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It's time for our Educator Spotlight, and we have from Sanger High School, Kirsten Coronado. How you doing this evening?
We're doing awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
It seems remarkable. It's been a year, and here we are again. wonderful community, wonderful school spirit. And last time we were here, same thing tonight, it's senior night. Can you put into words what that means to you, your staff, your community to honor these seniors?
It is the best night. We have so much fun with all of our students and our families. We have just, 4 years, and it goes by quickly, and so we really appreciate all the community support.
And to celebrate all of them this evening, it's just wonderful. So we got to know, Principal Coronado, what's trending now on the Sanger High campus?
Well, you can see that we do have a tremendous band that's playing under the direction of our new band director, Janet Tempest. And we do have our military and public service pathway that honored all of our military tonight, so that was awesome. And then we also have 3 CMAC titles so far, and that is including golf. We just won girls volleyball last night. And then we have our girls tennis, and that is for 7 consecutive CMAC titles under our coach, Jeremy Workentine, who's amazing. And as you know, we have a new coach, Coach Logue, who we appreciate so much, all his hard work with all of our boys. And, Sanger's a football town,
Indeed.
So we love it.
So prowess on the gridiron, prowess in the other sports, prowess in the classroom. Again, it's very special for FNR to be a part of the Sanger football experience and to be a part of your community. Thank you so much, Principal Coronado, for this time. We wish you all the best, and we'll be back with some more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. And as we heard Sanger High Principal Coronado mention, we have a treat for you. We have the Sanger High band, percussion, and color guard performing. I mean, they've got the pageantry out there. They've got everything. They've got a pirate ship out there, for goodness sake. And so let's take a look. Let's take a listen as this performance carries on. How about that? Amazing performance. And we're here now with Bullard principal, Armin Tarigian. And Armin, this is your first full year as principal getting started. How are things going?
Yeah, things are going great. We just started up. I just got back to Bullard in January. It's great to be a principal of the school that I actually attended and taught at. So it's been great, but things are looking good. It's been a rebuilding year for us. We've got a lot of sophomores on the football team. Sure. So there's a lot of things that we're going to start rebuilding as we bring back the Bullard, the Bullard traditions. And so it's been a great year so far.
It seems like rebuilding. You've got new buildings cropping up all the time there. Anything else happening on campus, trending now for Bullard?
You know what? We've just been working really hard trying to get kids back and acquainted back to the campus and being on campus, and just it's been a lot of work, but it's moving forward and we're looking positive.
Indeed. And kudos to your staff and your leadership and your team.
Our staff, our teachers, our entire team has been amazing. Like I said, just getting kids acclimated to being on campus every day, all day, and working on getting the grades up and just our education back up. So it's exciting to be back on campus.
Yeah, the Bullard Night tradition lives on. We appreciate, Armin, your time. Wish you all the best this year, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we had kind of a great splice. Yeah, you bet. with our principals and our featured band performing. And then, of course, up next is going to be our cheer challenge, just moments away. And, of course, that is brought to you by Les Schwab. And Les Schwab has been a partner with us for over 10 years with Friday Night Rivals, featuring our student bodies, our community. The Big Fresno Fair is about to wrap up, and they've been a large part of that with our FFA programs, the livestock in Madera, in Tulare, all throughout the Central Valley, the nation for that matter. And we're just very grateful for their partnership as we make these things happen and we can bring Friday Night Rivals to you. You can hear the roar of the crowd, the appreciative Sanger High fans knowing that this is a fine performance by their band, their percussion, their color guard. And of course that means they're probably going to clear the field. So if you walk with me, y'all, we're going to take care of this probably in a little bit. So let's kind of mosey around a little bit. All right? Yeah. And remember, tonight is senior night. So right now, as they conclude their performance, they're going to remind everyone of their seniors and what a special celebration that has been. Something really significant here at Sanger High School. They just didn't honor the seniors on the football team, but also cheer, band, winter guard, and it's just a very close-knit community here at Sanger High School. And I know that the Sanger High cheerleaders, the Bullard High cheerleaders, they're getting prepped up and ready to go for our Les Schwab Cheer Challenge, the tire roll. Now what we're going to have to do is make sure we avoid this pirate ship. Maybe that's going to be like a new part of the contest. We'll make it more of an obstacle course. So it should be pretty exciting stuff. So let's make our way to the 50. Maybe let's come over here a little bit. Let's see if we can take a peek and see if Pirates of the Caribbean, if Captain Jack Sparrow is 7. Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, they know. They know what's up. They know what's up. Mates. What? Yes. Are you telling tales right now? How did you get this gig, gentlemen? Yeah, senior band member made this ship, and it did all of us this year. Okay. All right, and this is something I assume that they'll travel with at different performances around the land.
Competitions, yeah, we got 4 competitions. We got tomorrow Fresno State, and we got another 2 before the season ends. Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow's Fresno State. Okay, and that's going to be a big one.
Yes, a big one.
Okay, all right, indeed. And then we've got our seniors being honored right now. Wow, and take a look. Jason, take a look. I mean, we got the wheel of steel. I mean, this thing is legit. I mean, can we put this out to sea maybe? Or at least at the lake? Something. Yeah. Yeah. And this is part of the theme of their performance. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Dead men tell no tales. Yeah, we've heard that before. So, I don't know, maybe Disneyland's going to call these guys after this is all said and done, because this is pristine, professional quality stuff, courtesy of Sanger High School. Well done. Well done, Captain. Indeed. All right. So a wealth of seniors. We're not going to interrupt their action, but they are very close to being done. We got an amazing second half coming at you. You heard Coach Logue from Sanger High School talk about the respect that he has for Donnie Arax and the Bullard team. So you know they've got a scheme coming out, and they're going to be on point and ready to go. And I would assume with 2 minutes left in half, and yeah, we can hear the cadence. That means I'm going to walk to a different drummer, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm going to get over here to the 50, where the capital S is, so that we can take eyes on our cheer challenge so that we are ready to go. We're clearing out the color guard flags. We're making sure there's no debris. Last time, if you remember, we had one tire coming right at you into your living room. So we want to make sure we're prepared. Oh my goodness, the pirate ship is disassembled. That thing's going to sink. I don't know what he was talking about. We'll have to double check with him. All right, so here we are. We're at the 50. Pride is on the line. Wait. Wait a minute. We had a false start. All right. Yes, the announcer has keyed us in. The cue is ready. Cheerleaders, are you ready? start by Sanger High School. But a strong finish from the Bullard Knights. It's too close to call. Who is it? Who do we have? The judges have spoken. Now they're going to go all the way to the goal line. It's 2 races in 1. This is the most unbelievable halftime we have ever had. The fullest. Bullard Knights, come on over. Come on over. Yeah. Yes. Jason, wait, right here. Oh my gosh, they know what, they're right there for the camera. They're storming in. They're storming in, everyone. Yes. MVP. 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 Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Yes. Everybody in the Central Valley, yes, everybody in the Central Valley wants to know, how did you get it done? How did you make it happen?
Teamwork. And we all love each other, so we worked amazing together.
Oh my gosh, teamwork makes the dream work. Let's give it up one more time.
We fest.
Yes, they are. And we got to go fast to a commercial break. We'll be back with second half action right after this. Let's go, Knights! I am here with Coach Arax with a steely look of determination. Coach, what can we expect in the second half?
Well, I don't know. After that first half was pretty disappointing. We got to get a play call. We're not even getting the play out of the huddle, jogging around. You know, this was a decent team about 4 or 5 weeks ago. We've kind of lost our way here. See if we can find it in the second half.
All right, for sure. Coach, get with your guys, find your way, and get after it, right? Let's not be fooled. He's got some things up his sleeve. Second half action. Ralph Cam, back to you. Let's go.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Coach. Tonight's third quarter sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. Well, Coach kind of laid it out there right on the line, didn't he?
He's not. Don Arax is not one to mince words.
Not going to mince words, no.
Not at all. Like, this is what
it is. It's disappointing. Like you said, if you think you have something a few games ago and now all of a sudden it's gone, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do? What do you try to accomplish now in the second half?
I mean, it's really just try to execute one good play at a time. Try to sustain drives. Try to put points on the board. You can't make big mistakes. You can't turn the ball over. You can't bust coverages. You can't give up long runs for touchdowns. Like, you can't do those things. You just have to start with executing every single play and then start to build some momentum for your team. Because, I mean, that was almost dejected head coach of, like, I have no idea what's going on. I thought we were ready to play this game. They came out, they played a good first quarter, and it just kind of fell apart in the second quarter. So we'll see if they can just start to execute one play and start to build off of that.
View in the Press Box is brought to you by Institute of Technology, where careers begin. The Knights were just out here on the practice field bleachers as I walked past during halftime, and yeah, there was no yelling and screaming. It was just, kind of measured. This is what we're going to hope to do. And if that happens, then we'll do this. And if that happens, we'll do this. So let's see if any of that happens and they can do that, right?
Yeah, go out and execute. I mean, that's all you can do. Play with effort. They're playing with good effort. It's not an effort problem. It's an execution problem. It's a understanding your assignment problem. It's getting the play in early enough, getting it called so you can execute your offense. All of those little things, you just have to take care of those.
Yeah, but first we'll have to see if the defense can stop them. And this is a good start for Sanger on the second half kickoff. And who else but Jacob Gonzalez? Is he fast enough to win the race to the end zone?
Wow.
Touchdown! He went the distance. Oh my gosh, what a spectacular game for Jacob Gonzalez. Man.
I mean, we've seen some outstanding performances on Friday Night Rivals the last 2.5 seasons. I don't know if any of them have rivaled the first half and 15 seconds of the second half that Jacob Gonzalez has had. First of all, he catches the kick up above his head, which is really hard to do. Comes all the way across the field, and This little dead leg move on the kicker that just paused him for a second, allowed him to get to the sideline, and then thought he was going to get caught, but times his step over that tackle perfectly. Jacob Gonzalez to the house again, 4th time tonight. What a game for the senior.
That touchdown is brought to you by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. The extra point is up and good. And we've got a 35-6 game. And this is Jacob Gonzalez's world tonight.
Man, I mean, what more can you say about him? Both sides of the ball, anytime he touches it, he makes things happen, a little bit of space, and he's able to squeeze through, get vertical, punch the ball into the end zone, and that time a 93-yard kickoff return where, I mean, he was on the far, between the far hash and numbers, came all the way across the field, so ran about 40 yards across the field, then 93 down the field. I mean, give that guy some Gatorade and IV something. He's probably going to be right back out here on this first snap coming off the edge defensively. What a performance so far for number 2.
And if you're Coach Arax, you just say, well, you know, we're hoping to do something to start the second half, and we get short-circuited by this. Short kick will be taken at the 15. Out across the 25, out across the 30-yard line. Penalty flag is thrown. Looks like it's going to be against Bullard.
Dead ball foul after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
I mean, those are the things that Coach Arax is talking about. Get a return past the 30-yard line, decent field position to start, and after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. You can't do those things. You can't turn it over in your own territory. You can't fumble a punt snap. Those are the things that you have to avoid to try to right this ship.
It'll be 15-10 for Bullard.
So now the Knights back at it on a 1st and 10. Pressure, ball away and overthrown, incomplete. Vandergaal had a defender bearing down on him in a hurry.
Yeah, Elijah Hubbard, a little bit of pressure off the edge, forced Madrigal to get rid of that just a touch too early. Matthew running that little post corner route. I think if Madrigal has that extra half a second or so, he probably waits and delivers an accurate football. He's been good on those timing routes, being accurate tonight. That time, a little bit rushed, forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Productive running play out across the 25 to about the 26. Laney, the ball carrier.
Yeah, nice run, getting downhill, breaking a couple of tackles, getting close to first down yardage on 2nd and 10.
Got 9, so it's 3rd and 1. Vandergaal will throw and complete it and get the first down over across the 30-yard line. Blake Matthew making the catch. And they'll move the sticks. 1st and 10 sponsored by JR Sports. Ramming over the competition.
Nice throw by Madrigal. He's on this near hash, throws to the far numbers. Nice job by Cropper closing and allowing no yards after the catch, but really nice. It's a long throw all the way across the field just to pick up about 6 yards. Well done by Madrigal to move the chains.
Vandergaal's pass incomplete near midfield.
It's incomplete.
Now, Bullard has a lot of young guys playing in big roles. Madrigal, sophomore. Matthews, sophomore. I mean, there's a lot of guys on both sides of the ball that are young players. You know, you're not totally sure about your abilities, about, you know, how competitive you can be. And it's tough. You have to really do you have to stay all the way on top of these young players to make sure they feel like, hey, man, you guys are doing the right things. And when you're losing, it's just tough.
Madrigal looking, has a receiver. Laney tried to turn and run before he made the catch. Incomplete.
Devin Laney, another sophomore. I mean, sophomores all over the field. And to Coach Arax's point, you know, those are the little tiny details that you have to execute. Those little tiny details that you don't execute become big problems if you allow them to continue. Catch the ball first, then turn and run. It sounds simple, but you just have to focus on those little details and execute them at the highest level to start to build some sort of momentum and success. And right now, Bullard just really searching for those.
And it's hard if you're a player because you're just trying to make a play.
Exactly. Just trying to survive out there.
Pass to the near side, has a receiver out there and incomplete, and here's a flag. Fletcher was the intended receiver. I don't think it was interference. Maybe the way that he was thrown to the ground.
I think Gonzalez, just after the play, it was incomplete. Just shoved him.
Dead ball, personal foul on the defense. 15 yards added to the end of the run. First down.
It's the definition of unnecessary roughness. It was not necessary. The play was over. First of all, what a dime by Madrigal. I mean, that was right on the money, but a couple of steps after the play, Gonzalez knew he didn't have the football. Just let that one go. Third down, your defense is off the field. Hey, I've been in that position. I've gotten personal fouls when we got to stop on third down to extend a drive. Sometimes it just happens, but Jacob Gonzalez just got to be a little bit smarter than that. But that was a dime. Madrigal put that right on the money to Malachi Fletcher. Just couldn't hold on to that one. Nice coverage by Gonzalez and fortunate mistake.
So it's a 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. See if Bullard can keep it going. Pass to Fletcher. Cross midfield. There's another flag. As he's taken down just short of the 40. Let's see about the penalty.
Yeah, probably a hold out there on the perimeter.
And another flag.
Doing the run, holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So 1st and 10.
Yeah, the play picked up 10. There was a 10-yard penalty, so we'll do it again. Madrigal again short hops it to his intended receiver.
Yeah, just a little inaccurate that time. Good job by Madrigal, staying calm in the pocket, stepping up, working up into the pocket as pressure kind of came around him. Just a little bit short on that throw. Crossing route coming all the way across the field. Did a good job of working through his progression. Tried to find that receiver just a little bit short on the throw.
2nd and 10 from the 47. Oh, Laney just got blasted as he crossed the 45. And that's going to be a no gain situation. I don't know if you could say no gain, no pain. But watch the hit.
A lot of pain. This is tough, too, because the box says we should be able to run the light box. Sanger not going to let Bullard throw the football. They've kind of changed from a man man principles to zone principles, so there's a light box, but second level defenders coming downhill.
And that was Connor Bolkin with the big hit. 3rd and 10. Laney's in motion. Andregal going to the far side. Incomplete. And a receiver out there a little too tall, so it'll be 4th down. 4th and 10 from the 47.
Yeah, another throw from the near hash all the way across the field, outside the numbers. Tough throw.
Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Friday Night Rivals is powered by the United States Army, and I am here with Staff Sergeant Rodriguez, Staff Sergeant Robles, and the Sanger High School Military and Public Service Academy. And they are ready. But hold on. And we know you've been warmed up because you've been doing push-ups all night long. Staff Sergeant Robles, what inspired you to enlist in the United States Army?
So what inspired me to enlist in the United States Army is just to be a part of something bigger and better for the community and reach out to people who I would never get to see if I stayed locally here in California.
Awesome. And there is a very special partnership that occurs with this Military and Public Service Academy, and they have been doing a lot of push-ups tonight. But do you have a few more in you? Can we demonstrate for our Friday Night Rivals family the proper way to do push-ups? May I join you? They're not going to respond to me, huh? They're only going to respond to you. You go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. All right, let's go. Let us know. Get ready. All right, push-up position. Oh, my goodness. It's been way too long. Okay. 10 Taylor. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not real strong at math, but it seems like we're doing 3 in 1. So this is going to exponentially increase the lactic acid. Oh, now it's slowing down the cadence. All right, take a look. Okay, I think I want this one. I'm still going. All right, now, Cam, back to you. They've actually done way more push-ups than me, so I got to catch up.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Israel Castaneda was the Bullard player shaken up, was able to come over to the sideline under his own power. Looks like he's okay now. And after the punt, Sanger takes over, leading 35-6. Connor Bolkin, the ball carrier, picked up about 4. And he goes up, shaken up.
Physical out there tonight, it really is. I mean, a lot of hidden. Sanger's
started early, didn't it?
Pushing
with
guys,
those
yeah.
hits for loss, tackles for loss by Gonzalez.
Coming off the edge, and Sanger's front all night long, just pushing defenders around.
Fake pitch. Gonzalez, the ball carrier, again runs over a defender. He's tackled right at about the first down marker. And that will be another 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
Gonzalez picked up about 8 on that run.
Yeah, he was doing the ramming too.
Big Jonathan Ybarra, 78. Had a guy about 12 yards down the football field. This big right tackle right here, just grinding somebody all the way down the field. That's why Jacob Gonzalez had so much room to run tonight. Big guys moving people.
I used to watch Logan Mankins do that game after game. He's pushing guys around 20 yards away from the tackle.
Yeah. Offensive player of the year as a lineman is really hard to do, and that's exactly what Logan Mankins was.
He used to tell me to be a good offensive lineman, you had to have a streak of nasty in you. And, you know, to see the guy your first impression, not a nasty guy, right?
Right.
And he turns out to be one of the toughest offensive linemen they've ever had over there at Fresno State.
No doubt. He was a beast in the NFL, too. I mean, he used to He used to toss guys around like Albert Haynes. Nobody tosses Albert Hainsworth around. He used to toss Albert Hainsworth around.
Financial Wellness Tip sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Get more, be more with Golden One Credit Union. All Californians can join at goldenone.com. Kevin.
Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. Set yourself up for success by creating short-term financial goals, such as saving for prom, concert tickets, or a new video game. Once you've reached those, don't forget about long-term goals like saving money for college. Be very specific about the amount and time frame to reach them. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Ralph and Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. David Figueroa, the Sanger player, shaken up, able to make it over to the sideline. Center and nose guard. Apaches keeping it on the ground. Now get that clock rolling. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59. 3rd down and 3 now for the Apaches. Another one of their linemen is hobbled out there. Adrian Sosa. And they're going to have to attend to him, aren't they? Be sure to join us next week when Tulare Western takes on Tulare Union High School right here on the Central Valley's CW59. While they tend to the player, we will take a break. It's 35-6 Sanger. We'll be right back. All right, Sanger fans are enjoying this night. Beautiful night of football, starting to cool off a little bit now. Not long from now, we'll be wearing parkas.
Yeah, so Kevin Miller will have a jacket on very shortly. So far, he's rocking it, though. Short sleeves. I love it.
3rd down and 3. Gonzalez gets it close. Going to be at least a yard short. Gonzalez tonight with 4 touchdowns. 3 on runs from scrimmage, the 4th on a 93-yard kickoff return. Number 2 in red is still out there on offense and defense.
Yeah, I mean,
why would you leave this game, right?
Yeah. Or his helmet came off, so he has to come out of the game. Fourth and 1. Looks like Matlock's just going to call timeout. I think send the punt team out.
Well, yeah. Salcido heads to the sideline, so they're not going to go for it. Blake Matthew drops deep for Bullard. 30. That flag will be for delay of game.
That was weird. I thought Macklow was going to call a timeout. Maybe they go for it, maybe not, but I didn't think it would take a 5-yard penalty. That punt team ran out very late.
Might be difficult to keep your own team's interest right now, too, when you're winning so big and everything's been going your way. High snap. Quick kick is away, end over end. Takes a Sanger bounce inside the 40, right about the 40-yard line, and Bullard will start there. Trailing 35-6 with about 4:26 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, a couple of first downs on that first drive coming out in the second half for Bullard, but some tough throws. Really, Madrigal having to throw all the way across the field. See if Bullard can design something to give him some easier throws, find open guys, let them run after the catch with some space. Just tough asking a sophomore to make those types of throws consistently to move the chains.
He won't throw on first down. Laney, the ball carrier, maybe a yard. Stopped at about the 40.
Laney, the ball carrier.
Tough Sanger defense. I'm really curious to see how that game goes next week. Sanger traveling to San Joaquin Memorial. We saw San Joaquin Memorial. They're talented, they're big, they're physical, they're well coached. This Sanger team is the same, put together the same way. It's going to be a battle, a fist fight.
Madrigal to throw. Has a receiver open. Castaneda with the catch. Dropped immediately at the 45-yard line, but you could see his ankle kind of give way on that hit. So he's going to take some time.
It's tough. You just get tackled down.
Tackle was right down on the ankle area.
It's tough. It doesn't take much to just tweak that ankle a little bit. Castaneda, who we saw earlier, have to be helped off the football field.
In a lot of pain right now. Gets a little help up from head coach Don Arax in the white visor. But it's a 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. Hand off to Laney, trying the left side. Gonzalez got a hold of him, helped drag him down at the 39, or the 39, yeah.
Nice run by Laney. He's shifty, you know, he's got that just little wiggle to him that makes it difficult to kind of get a clean shot on him. He slides off of tackles, makes guys miss, just very subtly. He's a nice looking sophomore. A couple of nice looking sophomores on this field tonight for Bullard.
Roll out, pass to the far side is complete and a hit. The ball comes out, fumble going to be picked up by Sanger. Boy, another big hit. We've seen a lot of those in this game as well.
Yeah, I don't understand. They must have called that an incomplete pass. It did not look like an incomplete pass to me.
Well, he turned the field, started going, didn't he?
Yeah, that's every bit of a catch. Secured, football move, and then just took a shot right to the stomach.
So no fumble.
Yeah. I mean,
an incomplete pass. The officials are talking about it right now.
Yeah, I think that's 2 steps. I think that's a football move with the ball secured. You know, he bobbled it a little bit, but then secured it, took 2 steps, made a football move, turned upfield. So, I mean, I think that's a complete pass. Oh, wow.
Incomplete pass is the ruling. And again, we can watch as somebody is taken to the field that's not authorized.
His legs are tired, 2 heavy legs.
So 2nd and 6. Pressure, and Madrigal is sacked back close to midfield. Jameer Galloway had a clear shot at him and took him down at the 49.
Edge pressure all night long from this Sanger defense, whether it's against the pass or the run. This time Galloway unblocked. They're trying to move the pocket just a little bit to Madrigal's right. Galloway comes scot-free with a head of steam. It's probably a roughing the passer penalty in the NFL because he threw him to the ground.
Oh, geez, yeah, you're right.
Just a good, hard football tackle. Another well-called third down call from the Sanger defense by Nico Mata. They've played a really, really nice football game defensively tonight.
Knights has something going for a while, but we'll have to punt it away on 4th down. Ball is picked up at the 10. Gonzalez returns it out across the 30. So you thought they were going to have it down near the goal line, but he gives them some breathing room, and the Apaches will take over there. Leading at 35-6. Under a minute and a half to go left in this third quarter.
Mitchell making the stop. Along with number 50, that's Elizondo.
During the fourth quarter tonight, find out who's our player of the game. It's sponsored by Donald P. Dick.
A lot of guessing tonight. See who the player of the game is.
Yeah, well, if the guy we're thinking of doesn't get it, there's going to have to be an investigation. Another investigation.
Yeah, somebody was paid off.
Under a minute to go now in the third. 2nd down and 12 after a loss of 2. Salcido with the pass. Complete to Cropper, but he can't get away. Another loss. This will be about 3rd, maybe 15.
Boys still playing hard, though. Playing hard defensively. Making breaks on the ball. Physical tackles. You know, you love to see effort. If you're not executing, you at least love to see effort. That tells you these guys care. They're trying to play good football. They're still working. They're still competing. So you really like to see that if you're Don Arex. You'd like them to execute better, but you do like seeing that type of effort.
And there's the gun to end the third quarter. Third quarter was sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. We played 3. It's 35-6. Sanger with the lead. We'll be back to Tom Flores Stadium right after this. Welcome back to Tom Flores Stadium, where we're starting the fourth quarter, and it's sponsored by the U.S. Army. Third down play for Sanger, and a very late penalty flag was thrown.
Yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
And you had him stopped on third down. Did Bullard.
I think this officiating crew has done a really nice job tonight. You know, that was a bang
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, taunting, 15-yard penalty, first down.
That was a bang play on the fumble or incompletions. You can see that go either way. That time, I think Christian Chor is just excited to make a play, get off the field defensively. I don't think he was taunting. He was just excited. The referee was standing right there. Maybe he said something that he shouldn't have said, but, you know, just another example of kind of what we've talked about this whole second half. Just Bullard making mistakes that good football teams just don't really make.
We're looking at the Smile Cam right there, brought to you by Toyota. Ball starts Sanger. So a 5-yard penalty against the Apaches.
Ball is now placed on the 41-yard line. It's first and 15.
First at 15. Inside handoff up the middle, picks up close to the 5 yards, lost on the penalty.
Not quite the same intensity from the Sanger offense that we saw in the first half. I mean, they were driving guys. They were playing inspired football. You know, just 35-6. They've kind of done everything they've wanted to do offensively tonight. And, you know, the foot just a little bit off the gas pedal right now.
The pitch to Baker. Gets to the 45 before he's taken down. It'll be third down. Joaquin Garcia in on the tackle for the Knights.
So two track scores tonight. I want to know which one you think is more shocking. Number one, Clovis North beats Buchanan 28-21. Number two, Central beats Clovis West 45-0.
That's the shocker right there.
45-0.
Yeah, the one that they were an unbeaten team. And then the huge point spread difference. That's crazy. Sanger needed a first down, so they gave it to Gonzalez, who's done everything tonight.
Yeah,
they're going to punt.
We saw Central kind of get something going that second half against Buchanan. Their comeback fell short, but they were down 21 twice. Came back to they were a foot away from having a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Right.
Things just started clicking for them. Dayton Tafoya was dropping dimes, and they have not slowed down. I mean, they have not slowed down since. Big win last week on Thursday night, and 45-0 against a previously unbeaten Clovis West team. Not a team that people want to see in the playoffs, the Central Grizzlies, I can guarantee that.
And if Central has really figured it out, look out.
Right.
That's another one in the mix. That track is just unbelievable. You know, not saying anything about Central, but any team that beats an unbeaten Clovis West team by 45 points is a shocker.
Yeah, they're just scary. Like, you can have that type of performance. And we saw Clovis West, and we've paid attention to them all season long. Tons of athletes, well coached on both sides of the ball. They execute at a high level.
And some close calls.
To get shut out, to get beat 45-0, man, Central just has it rocking right now. And you get that type of momentum late in the season, that could take you to a section championship.
This will be a 1st and 10 play, sponsored by JR Sports. It's a handoff, and there's not much there for Laney.
Yeah, this is a growing pain season for the Bullard Knights. You know, you look up and down the roster, it's not a huge roster, not a roster, you know, that Don Arax is used to having as far as
total numbers go. Yeah,
but,
right.
You know, there are not a lot of seniors that play, you know, important snaps for this team on either side of the football, really, and a lot of guys that are getting some really invaluable experience as underclassmen who will come back and be more hungry. I guarantee you that, more hungry to win when they get the opportunity to play as seniors.
Yeah, looking at the roster they gave us, there's about 36 guys on the roster. And at Buchanan, they might have 35 linebackers.
Right. 10 seniors, 35 players, 10 seniors. I mean, less than a third of your team are seniors. So a lot of these guys get invaluable playing time. And you're going to take some lumps as young players. It's just the way that it goes. But
second down pass. The intended receiver fell down. It was Fletcher. And the ball sailed past. So it's third down, 3rd and 10. 7:59 to go.
Nico Mata dials up another pressure. He's sent edge pressure in these situations all night long. See if he does it one more time.
Manderville hit as he throws, and that ball should have been intercepted by Galloway. I think it hit off of his face mask.
It did hit right off his face. I think it snuck up on him a little bit, right through his hands, right off the face mask. Could have had his second one of the night. Could have given Jacob Gonzalez a little bit of run for player of the game. Nice pressure, and just right through the hands.
All right, they're going to punt it away, and I'm going to tell you the Salute to Cheerleaders is sponsored by Yosemite Falls Cafe. Not just a cafe, lunch and dinner menu is something for everyone. Gonzalez is going to let it go.
Paul Rolster on the 35-yard line.
.7:45 to go. And there are the cheerleaders. And the Salute to Cheerleaders, again, sponsored by Yosemite Falls Cafe. Lunch and dinner menu has something for everyone.
What is that? I can't tell. Those caps.
You're thinking of breakfast when I mentioned Yosemite Falls Cafe.
Yeah, every time. Every time. Flower caps? Who doesn't love breakfast all times of the day, though?
Gonzalez gains about 2, approaching 7.5 minutes to go, and this is just now run as much clock as you can.
Yeah, some backup lineman in there for Sanger. Gonzalez still getting the carries, but looks like he comes out, Galloway comes out, Baker comes out, so Salcido's still in there, but some backups getting some run for Sanger.
Hey fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube, search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo. Sanger just really running that clock down. There's no play clock, but you look for the official who starts counting off. Now we've got a penalty. Looks like a sideline warning penalty. Stay tuned to the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game. Just a warning, no penalty yards, but do it again and you're really in trouble.
Yeah,
you get on double secret probation.
Matt Logue walking out and giving his quarterback the play every time.
Yeah, and he's just standing there waiting and waiting to have the ball snapped until the last second.
4-minute offense. This is a well-coached offense. They understand game management, play clock management.
The pitch is to Marshall Pittman, a junior. Stops short of the 45. 4th and short. It's 4th and a long 1 or a short 2.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a long 1.
I'm
going to say that's a long 1.
Yep.
It's like they're going for it. This offense is rooted in being able to pick up 1 yard when you need 1 yard.
Yep, there you go. We got the movement on the Bullard line. Someone jumped, and that'll be a first down after a 5-yard penalty.
I can imagine the look on Donnie Rex's face right now after that. It's
It's the oldest trick in the book, really, in football.
Yeah.
4th and short, hard count, try to get him to jump offside.
But even the best players in the NFL do it.
Very true. Very true.
Now the back judge is standing at the 15-yard line. And now he starts to count off, and when he does that, you know you got like 5 seconds left to get the playoff without a delay of game. Financial Wellness Tip is sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Be more, get more. With Golden One Credit Union, all Californians can join us at goldenone.com. Kevin.
Well, I'm in the midst of the student section right now, so I don't know if you can hear me, but tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. It's important to know the difference between needs and wants to make better spending decisions. A need is something that is absolutely necessary in your everyday life, such as food, clothing, and a place to live. A want is something that would be nice to have, but you will be okay without, such as the latest phone, concert tickets, or vacations. Before buying something, ask yourself, is this a need or a want? As we roll into the end zone to help you decide whether to buy it or not, Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Take it away, Ralph and Cam, for that TD.
Yeah, we ought to just let you keep it, Kevin. Third touchdown tonight.
I feel bad because all 2 of those touchdowns have been Sanger touchdowns, just one to Bullard. Every time Kevin Miller gets the mic, something crazy happens. But Marshall Pittman, really nice job picking his way through that Bullard defense. Just enough speed to outrun Eddie Torres.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. About 50 yards on that run to the end zone. And the extra point is good. 42-6 now the lead for Sanger. We'll come back with the final minutes of this one after this. Welcome back to Tom Flores Stadium. It's been a big night for the Sanger Apaches. 42-6 is their lead over Bullard now. Apaches are going to go to 4-0 in league play.
No 4-game winning streak. The biggest test of the season next week against San Joaquin Memorial, but this is a Sanger team playing with confidence, executing at a high level. They're going to be a tough test next week.
It'll be 1st-and-10 Bullard.
Covered in red, white, and blue, it's the student section of the Sanger Apaches! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Hey, what's good about being an Apache?
The love, the family, the whole atmosphere.
Yeah, let's go, Apaches! Hey! What's good about being an Apache?
We're not just a town, we're a tribe.
Let's go! Sanger on a roll! Make some noise! Ralph, Cam, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. We were actually waiting for you to call another touchdown, but
almost. One guy between Laney and the end zone. I'm telling you, there's some young, talented players on this Bullard offense that taking some lumps this season, a couple of tough weeks back to back, but talent, man, they keep working. This is a team with a lot of young talent they're going to do nothing but improve.
And be sure to join us next week when Tulare Western takes on Tulare right here on the Central Valley CW59. Pass is complete. Out to Victor Perez, who made the reception. It's taken down just short of the first down marker. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59. Second and 1. That's going to be enough for a first down. First and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
It's our first running clock of the season, though. We have not been in the situation.
Yeah, we made it to 4 minutes.
Yeah, inside of 4 minutes before that happened.
Low snap on the first down. Madrigal had to go down and cover it. So that'll be a loss out to the 28.
Madrigal, too, sophomore quarterback, pretty accurate with the football, really processes information well, has made good decisions with the football, threw the one interception. It was a nice play by Galloway on the screen. Just continues to work and develop. He's going to be a really good quarterback for this Bullard Knights team.
Knights keeping it on the ground and getting some payoff. Benjamin Lonbendith, the ball carrier.
23 Mendoza and 4 Blue.
And whistles will stop that play before they can get it off. Clock continues to run. 9 seconds. They may add a couple of seconds to that.
Oh, encroachment on defense after this is to the goal. Please adjust the play clock to 12 seconds. 12 seconds on the play clock. On the game clock. On the game clock. Thank you.
Adding a few more seconds to the clock.
You're going to hand it off again, and defense drags him down short of the line. Final seconds are going to tick off, and that's going to do it. Celebration on the Sanger side, a big night with a 42-6 win over Bullard.
It's a big senior night win for Sanger. Four-game winning streak, going to Memorial next week. Well executed on both sides of the ball all night long, really, for the Apaches.
But it was Jacob Gonzalez with the big individual night, and we'll have more of that when we come back. Tonight's fourth quarter has been sponsored by the U.S. Army. A lot of hopes for Bullard coming into this one, a chance to get to 3-1 in league play, while Sanger, a chance to go up 4-0, and that's where they stand. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back. It's time for the post-game show, brought to you by Donald P. Dick. Let's send it downstairs to the winners with Kevin Miller.
I am here with the victorious Sanger Apaches! I got you, Coach. I got you. All right. Hey. And of course, with the victorious Coach Lowe. They love you, man. They love you, Coach. All right, man. Hey, FNR is finally back in Sanger this year. We saw a commanding performance by your guys. Share with us about the character of your team and its identity.
Well, we've been led offensively by our O-line all year, getting healthy at the right time. We're 4-0 in league. We talked about it from Monday. We don't go full pads a lot on Monday, but we said this is a mindset week, and just had to come out. We knew we were going to have to be physical. Bullard's always a physical team, and our guys did a great job up front. Defensively, we played great, and now we've set up a big showdown with 2 undefeated teams in the league, I'm sure. So
we can't wait. Well done. Some more love for Coach Lowe. Yeah! And of course, we have the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game, otherwise known as the Mr. Cool player of the game, because his game is as cool as ice. Now let me get this straight. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 TDs for number 2, Jacob Gonzalez. What's up, number 2 in your program, number 1 in your heart, Jacob Gonzalez? How did you guys get it done tonight?
We practiced hard all week and we just came to play. That's about it.
Hey, some more love for Jacob Gonzalez, the Mr. Cool player of the game. Hey, look out, Central Valley. The Sanger Apaches are for real. For real. Hey, and show some love to your student section, man. They're hyped all night. Hey, Ralph Cam, back to you. It's been a good one. Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Kevin. It was a good night for the Apaches, and still celebrating over there on the field. They'll be out there on the field for quite a while tonight after a night like this.
Senior night.
Yeah.
It's senior night. So
Parents are out there. Girlfriends are out there.
Right, everybody. They'll probably have a home playoff game. They'll probably be back here, but you don't really know that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last time you play a game on your high school home field. It's a special night. I can remember that night, and it was a long time ago. I can still remember that night, but we didn't go out in the same way. We won, but man, this was dominant. This was a dominant performance on senior night tonight.
Yeah, and they did a lot of damage on the ground, and a lot of it was just one guy. But 42-6 is our final score. It ends up being a blowout for Sanger, and they have now, the Apaches now are 4-0 in league play, so that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
All right, time for the play of the game, brought to you by Jack in the Box. Home of breakfast served all day, and this was breakfast, lunch, and dinner tonight for the Apaches.
And dessert. This was dessert right here, the 93-yard kickoff return. That little hesitation move on the kicker allowed Jacob Gonzalez to get to the sideline and then just outrunning everybody to the end zone. Watch this, just little subtle whoop. See ya. Man, what a performance for Jacob Gonzalez.
4 touchdowns, and we didn't even really talk lately about, I think, the first 2 plays defensively.
Right.
He made 2 tackles that lost 8 yards.
Yeah.
Set the tone early.
Yeah, totally. And had another one on that drive, another tackle for loss. Just came to play from the opening snap and did not slow down until into that fourth quarter, running clock. All right, this thing's pretty much wrapped up. But that entire football team, it's going to be a fist fight against Memorial next week, no doubt. I think Memorial's a little bigger, probably a little bit more talented, but these dudes play hard for Sangler. So we'll see. I'm super excited to see what that one looks like next week.
Sanger's back.
No doubt. No doubt. Matt Logue is the perfect coach for this program. Play hard, they're physical, they don't mind working and doing the grimy stuff, and that's the type of football that he likes to play, man. This is, I'm telling you, you do not want to see this team in the playoffs. You don't want to have a one-game win and you're out against this team, because they are not going to stop for 4 quarters.
Well, we're finished for tonight. It was 42-6, but I want to remind you next week, Tulare Western against Tulare, right here on the Central Valley's CW59. That'll be our Friday Night Rivals telecast 1 week from tonight. We're looking forward to that one. And I know you are, too. You're always looking for a football game, right?
I love it. The Bell game's a big one in Tulare, too. Tulare Western. So, finishing the regular season with a bang.
Huge night for the Sanger Apaches and that young man, number 2. It was all Sanger in this game at Tom Flores Stadium. Once again, the final score, 42-6. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks to our entire great crew. We'll be back next Friday night.